Hey guys, hope you're all having a great Easter. Today I want to talk about the law of attraction. So you may have heard of this before and you may have seen the movie The Secret. If not, I just want to introduce what the law of attraction is, how you can use it, what it does. Basically, it can change your life, and also how not to use it as well. Okay, so law of attraction, what is it? So basically, it's the law, one of the laws of the universe, or you could say it's a theory or an idea, whatever way you want to put it. And basically, it means that whatever you think about, whatever you focus on, you will attract more of that into your life, whether you want it or not. So knowing this, you're able to think about the things you want in your life, focus on them, and attract them into your life. Rather than going by your life like most people do day to day on autopilot and just thinking that you are basically a victim of your own circumstances. So if that's how you're currently going through life, I want to share this with you here now, because it's going to change your life if it's your first time hearing this, if you believe it and if you use it. Whether you believe this or not, you can look up science as well to back this up if you want. Quantum physics, look up quantum physics, and I'll do videos in the future about quantum physics and more about the actual science behind it, because it is quite interesting. And yeah, when you understand how it works, you can see that it is real. But even without that, I honestly, when I found this out, I just believed it. I felt within my heart that it was true, and I saw it already happening in my life anyway, on things that when I focused on certain things, I created more of that in my life, whether it was good or bad things. When I had a goal I wanted to achieve, I wanted to do well at school, I wanted to finish my HSC, and I wanted to get a certain mark for each subject, and by focusing on that and studying and doing what I needed to do, I got that. So I've proved that. That's just one example of I proved to myself on how this works even before I knew about it. And when I knew about it, it was just oh, I can actually use it now to really change my life even more, even quicker. Because before I was just doing it without realizing it. And yeah. So yeah, if you believe it, it'll work. If you don't believe it, this law is still going to rule your life anyway. It's just the law of the universe. One of the laws of the universe. I'm not going to go into other laws, but this is the most well-known and probably the one that can change your life the most, just by knowing this and using it. Anyway, so yeah, future videos we'll talk about quantum physics, and if you want to look into that, if you're interested in science and you want a bit more scientific background, look it up if you like. And yeah, but now I want to talk about how you can actually use it in everyday life, how I've used it. So basically, as I said, thoughts create things. When you think about something, when you focus on it, you bring more of that into your life. Now, the trick with this is the universe doesn't care if you focus on something, whether you say no to it or yes to it. If you're focusing on it, you're saying yes to it, if that makes sense. So if I focus myself on, when I go to the gym, I want to do more pull-ups, for example, and I focus on that, and I do that every time I go to the gym. But if I go to the gym and I see myself not being able to do it, then I'm actually attracting the opposite of what I want. I'm focusing on the absence of it, the lack of it. If I want more money in my life, I need to focus on money. Imagine myself with more money. Focus on how I'm going to make more money. You don't have to think about it too much, but you just have to have the desire, then have the belief, and then you take action towards it. Because it's also another thing, like, people can get this wrong too when they think, like, if you watch the movie The Secret, it's a really great movie, check it out if you haven't seen it. But it can be seen in that movie if you just, if you take it too literally, like, it can seem too much like, magically, that you think about something and it's just going to appear out of the blue in front of you. Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to give it thought and keep giving energy to that thought. So keep thinking that thought, and then when you keep thinking a thought, you're going to automatically come up with a feeling to do a certain thing to get what it is you want. And then when you get that feeling, you take action on that feeling, and then that brings into your life what it is you want. And that may be like several actions, steps you need to take, depending on how big this thing is that you want. If it's something little, it could just mean doing a simple thing, and getting it right away. But if it's something big, like you've got like a big goal, like I want to become a musician, like, I mean, that goal isn't really easy to define, but for example, like, if I have a goal that I want to write a song, and that's just a simple goal. All I have to do is think about that, and then eventually thoughts will come up in my head on what to write about, and then I'll write about them, and then I will start playing it on guitar, and then it'll become a song. I'm not sure if that was the best example, but that is an example. And yeah, that's a little thing, just writing a song. The big thing would be like a career change, something you want to do that you're not currently really doing at the moment, but you know you want to do it in the future. Like, keep focusing on that vision of yourself doing it in the future, and that will motivate you to do certain things towards getting that. Like, I used to do this a lot. I still do it, but I did it even more in the past, of me becoming a, like, rock star. And yeah, it's something that I haven't completely manifested in my life at the moment, but I am making music, so it is something that is in the process. And that's what it is like when it's something big like that. But basically, imagining myself like that, it gives me energy, gives me motivation to write songs, to play guitar, and I take action towards that every day. Like, I'm practicing every day, and I'm constantly writing new songs, coming up with new ideas, and working out ways on improving my skills and all that kind of thing. So that's an example of, like, a big goal and how you manifest a big goal over a long time, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. And you can do this with any area of your life at all. If you want to have better relationships, if you want to get better at a certain skill, if you want to improve your health, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get stronger, if you want to have a certain amount of money, whatever it is, you can do it if you believe in it. Focus on what it is you want. Imagine yourself having that. See yourself having it and being it. And then that creates the feeling of it. And you want to create the feeling that you have it already in the present moment as well. That's another thing. Because if you focus it too much in the future, it's like you can develop some resistance to it, because you see yourself in the now as not having it, which prevents you basically from having it. It takes longer. Like, the less resistance you have to it, the quicker it will come into your life, if that makes sense. And yeah, and you don't want to think about the past either, of what you've had before, because that can lead you to past beliefs of you not being able to achieve something because of your past experiences or something like that. And yeah, so that's basically the law of attraction. Yeah, the universe is always on our side. If we want to go with it, it'll work with us. If we go against it, we create resistance, it will cause us to not get what we want, and it's going to cause much suffering in our life. So you can go either one way or the other. Another way to say it is go with nature or go against nature. And you can see clearly that when you are destructive towards nature, it creates bad things, and it creates bad things in your life. And when you're destructive with your health, and you think you're, if you think you're in bad health, and you keep telling yourself that story that you're in bad health, then you're not going to get anywhere of helping yourself. But if you think, okay, I'm not feeling well, or I've got this issue, I've got some digestive problems, I'm a bit overweight, whatever it is, I want to heal myself, I want to get better, I want to get this good body, I want to feel better. When you think those thoughts, you're going to be more positive about bringing that transformation into your life and changing your health. So I hope this video made sense. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful to you, and if you'd like to give it a thumbs up. And I'll be talking more about this in the future and more examples and ways of applying it. And yeah, hope you have a great day. See ya.